Good morning, and thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Don't judge me based on the shirt I'm wearing. I know there's some people out there doing it right now. Are you a Florida Gators fan that's looking at me, University of Miami fans like, I knew I didn't like that guy? Are you someone from Notre Dame that might be judging me based on the shirt I'm wearing? Do we do that? Do we actually judge people based on the affiliation to the sports team? Or judge people based on the car they drive? Or the clothes they wear? You know we do it. We're human. At least I'll speak for myself. I learned a lesson a long time ago. Back in the 80s, University of Miami and Notre Dame had a heated rivalry. You might remember some of it. There was one term, the convicts and the Catholics. Anyways, I remember going to those games and watching Lou Holtz, the coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, pace up and down the sidelines, get down on one knee, pick the grass off the field. I remember looking at that guy and said, God, I can't stand that guy. Why couldn't I stand him? I didn't even know who he was. I was making a judgment on him as a person just based on the team he represented. Then years later, I got to know him as a person. I went to a speaking engagement. He was a speaker. And I started speaking to him afterwards. What a great guy. Character, wit, funny, knowledgeable, carries on a good conversation. I love that guy. Why? Because I got to know him as a person and who he was versus the way I saw him in my eyes. So my question to you, are you making judgments on people for all the wrong reasons? Just because their affiliation to a sports team, or a car they drive, or the clothes they wear? Are you making a judgment on some of the people on your team without really getting to know who they are? Is there someone up right now that's showing up that's a little bit off kilter, that's not really producing 100%? Is there something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about that could be really delivering that type of attitude or that type of lack of productivity? Sit down, have a conversation with that person. Find out if there's anything you could help them with. Find out if there's anything going in at home that might be challenging them. When you get to know who they are and show authentic interest in them as a person, they will open up and you'll be able to get a lot more out of them. If you're hiring somebody right now and looking at a resume and there's a couple of things that concern you, are you just ditching that resume and going on to the next person, or sitting down and actually asking them about and talking about the things that concern you? I notice here that, would you please explain? You might find out. You might find out they just might be that person you want to have represent your team. If you as a leader are really crystal clear on your culture, you'll immediately know whether people fit into your organization or not. So we as individuals got to be really clear on how we're judging people. We got to be really conscious not to judge them based on immediate perception of who they might be representing on the outside based on our eyes. Take the time, get to know them, talk to them, find out who they are, see what they're all about, see what their interests are, and how they show up, and you just might feel those are the person that you want in your environment to make yourself better, and so you can also make them better at the same time. So again, don't judge, and that's a nice shirt if you really think about it. Like always, I want to thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I want to wish you a productive, profitable week. See you next Monday. Thank you.